Hey there, Johnny Daniel, your Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. Hey, I thought before I sell these to you, or if you want to know, I figured I would show you how these are being made. So we're going to open this all delicately. Gorgeous paper, right? And we've got Post-it, tablet type thing. Got a little calendar, and we've got 3 cards. One says just for you, one says happy birthday, and one says thank you, and then a pen. So I'm going to show you how to make these real quick. All right, so for this, I'm using Tiled Techniques in Celebrating You. It could be any sentiment at all, but the Tiled Techniques comes out live as of Tuesday, January 7th in the spring mini catalog. So if you like it, there you go. I've pre-stamped, pre-cut, and ready to go. Otherwise we'd be here for hours. So I just thought I'd let you know that. I've got some gold gems, for lack of better terms. I've got some Velcro. I've got my little Zippies calendar. Almost misspoke. Sorry about that. I've got my 3 pre-stamped cards. I've got my Post-it note tablet thing, and I've got all my pieces and parts. All right, so this is the pocket. I know you can't see the score lines, so we're just gonna fold them for you, but it is scored in 4 places long ways and 2 places on the shorter side, I guess you would say. All right, so if you want the measurements, please let me know, but pretty much if you go onto YouTube and find any kind of notepad pocket, you'll find it. So just let me know. Anyways, I do not have it written out. So, all right, so that's the pocket. We're gonna put that to the side for now. Then we've got our little binder thing. This is our pen part. Or not pen part, but our closure. Sorry, misspoke there. And then we've got our mats and whatnot. And then we've got our book that holds this whole thing together. So, okay. So you want to do that. And then you want to fumble with it a little bit. But you're going to take your Stampin' Seal. And you're going to find which way is up, and you're going to put this down, up, down, and all around, right? So there's that one. Now, you want to do the front one, but not the back one, because the back one needs to have that hinge go through, for lack of a better term. So that way you can have a closure for everything. So we're gonna do that after this piece, okay? So for this piece, I'm gonna grab my trio punch. You can grab, now I know this is retired, but you can grab any corner rounder, any kind of anything, tag, topper punch, whatever you like, okay? So there's the holder, the closure rather. So what I'm going to do, this is the front here. So what I'm going to do is grab here and go, where do I want this to finish? I'm going to do this so it's offset. So I want that to finish right about mid. So I'm going to loop that around and go, yep. So right about mid is where I'm going to glue. So I'm going to grab my tear and tape because I want this to stay on. And we're gonna just put 2 pieces down. If you need to measure, you can, but I'm just making sure it goes all the way across. If it doesn't go all the way across, grab another piece, do it again. Not a problem. Easy, easy. So we're gonna grab here. Okay, maybe. As I just pushed it back down. Okay, so we're gonna grab there. And This is the front, so we're gonna go around back. So make sure I'm doing this right. So we're gonna go around back and we're gonna place down. You wanna make it as straight as possible. Okay, so there's my thing. So now we can finish putting on the mat with our Stampin' Seal. You want to make sure to get close to your edges because you don't want stuff popping out. Alright, plenty of glue. Make sure your paper is going upright the way you want it to, not upside down. And we're going to mat down. So that's our outside already done. Okay. Then we're going to grab our pad and we're just going to put 1, 2, 3 strips of tear and tape. And take your pick tool, grab that to peel these off. And you're like, but I'm only making one. Yeah, but when you start making multiples, that's when your fingers start getting sore. So that's why I always try to, if there's a tool that works, I try to use it. Okay, so there's that. So now I gotta make the pocket. Okay, so we've got this, and I can see the scoring lines better on this side, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, so on this one, you've got the 2 tabs, and you got the 2 creases. So we're gonna take to the first score line, and you're gonna go up to the second score line, and you're gonna cut and miter your tab, okay? And then we're gonna miter our tab. Okay, so there's our first spot. Okay, now we're gonna find our creases. Easier said than done. And this one's gonna go, you're gonna go just on the outside of the crease or the score line. Okay, and then this one, we're gonna cut off one of these. Now, why did I have 2 if I'm gonna fold or cut it off? Well, I have 2 because I want the pocket to be a little sturdy. Originally, I had only done 1 and then it started coming off. I want this to fold double. You'll see in a minute. All right, so now what I've got, I'm gonna cut up to the second score line, and I'm gonna cut up to the second score line, miter it a little bit. All right, I already did that side, so we're gonna just teeny tiny bit on this one because this is the main one. I don't want to have a whole lot of gap, but I also don't want to crease. So, all right, and then on the very tab side, we are just going to cut one of those score lines off. And then I already mitered that side. I'm going to miter this side, or however you say that, angle it, I don't know. Okay, so we've got that going on. So that is what it should look like. So we've got this whole thing cut off and angled. We've got this whole thing, we've got half of it cut off, no angle. This is straight with the miters, and then this is cut off, okay? So we're gonna grab our tear and tape and glue this pocket or box together. So we're gonna do 2 on here. Why do I do so much? Because I don't want it coming apart. This is holding 3 cards with 3 envelopes. And if I'm selling them, I want people to not have them come apart. So there you go. That's my why. All right. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna fold this down, and I'm gonna bring this up, and then we're gonna line this up, Yeah, the folds are not going to fold exactly perfect because it's a box or a pocket and it's gusseted. So what we're going to do is just line this up as best we can and then just make sure that it fits square. Okay, so we're going to tuck our sides down first, and then the one side, the long side that's cut halfway, that's going to go down, and then we're going to fold and fold. Okay, so first we got to put our glue. So I'm going to fold these up just to kind of get them out of the way. And we're going to put, we're going to put one long piece on this very first one, not the outer one. So the inner one that's not folding over. Again, we're going to do one. So there's that. And then the outer score that's going to tuck up, we're going to put 2 on because I want it to be solid. I'd rather do overkill than have it come apart. Just saying. So we're going to tuck this across. I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm only going to take the backing off of the one closest to the inside. So I'm going to tuck my flaps down. I'm going to tuck my other thing over, and then we're going to try to make sure that this is as square as it can be so we don't have a wonky pocket. Okay, if it's a little bit, it's okay. So we're going to just push that all down. Then what we're going to do is grab your Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to take these 2 off. Okay, now we are going to put one hand inside. I start in the middle. You can start wherever you need to, and I just push this down and then go across and then go across. And you just want to make sure that's really good, stuck really good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go across this whole back because this is going to get stuck into the folder. So I'm going to put a few on here because I don't need this falling off. This is holding all of the cards and envelopes. So especially up here. Looks like I cut this too long. That's okay. We'll just do this. Okay. Now that we have that done, we're going to push this down. I got some bubbles in it, but yeah, it's okay. And we're going to peel all these guys off. Hopefully. And we're going to peel this guy off. If it's not down, just push it down gently. And then that backing should come right off. There we go. Just means the adhesive hasn't really stuck to the paper yet. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Now back to this. So we're going to stick this pocket down as just about as far as it goes, about leave 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch. Okay, don't push down too hard. You're going to push your hand in there so you don't mush. Okay, so there's that. Then we're going to grab our little calendar from Vippies.com. Love this company. Buy their calendars every year. So we're going to do that, and we're going to put here and come from the back, push down. Okay, now we're going to grab all of our cards, fold them, just some note cards, just for you. Happy birthday and thank you. Figured those are the most used. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we're going to stick these down in this pocket. We're gonna grab our pen. That's gonna go down in our pocket. Okay, so there's that. Got everything on the inside covered. Now we're gonna grab our Velcro. I love this Velcro that I got. If y'all need a link, let me know. I think I got it on Amazon, but self-adhesive back, super easy. All right, here's a tip for you. I put one side down, the other one, here's the fuzzy side. I stick the fuzzy side to it to attach it, not the glue side. And that way, when I close it, I don't have to line it up at all. I just push down. Now with this, the adhesive needs a minute to kind of set, so you don't want to pull it up right away. So you want to make sure that you've got everything inside already done. If you do have to pull it up, you have a good chance of ripping off that adhesive. So not a disaster, but not good either. So, and then I've got just some little gems that go on here to pull the accents through. So there's our booklet. So thanks so much. These will be available starting tomorrow at the farmers market, and I hope you enjoy. If you need specific instructions or measurements, feel free to find it on YouTube, but if you do want specifics, please let me know. I can list them out for you. I do not have written instructions and don't intend to really write them either. So follow me for more, stampinwithjohnny.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.